The tiny ant that we crush without a second thought is actually one of the most successful life forms on Earth. And here's something that might completely change the way you see them. If every human on Earth stood on one side and every ant stood on the other, there would be billions of ants for every single person. Just think about that. But why? Why did nature create so many ants? Were lions not enough? Were elephants not enough? Or did millions of years of evolution discover something that we still don't fully understand? When we think about nature, our eyes are always drawn to the giants: elephants, whales, lions, and humans. We instinctively believe that being bigger means being more successful. But if size truly determined success, dinosaurs would still rule the planet. They're gone. Ants are still here. And not only here, they've conquered almost every ecosystem on Earth. Now here's the real question. If you had to spread life across an entire planet, what would you create? A few million giant creatures or trillions of tiny ones? That's where physics changes everything. The smaller a body is, the less energy it needs to survive. Less food, less space, fewer resources. Evolution doesn't reward strength alone. It rewards efficiency. And perhaps that's why nature didn't bet on size. It bet on numbers. But that's only half the story, because the greatest power of ants isn't their population. It's their teamwork. A single ant is ordinary, almost insignificant. But when millions of ants come together inside one colony, something extraordinary begins to emerge. Some search for food, some care for the young, some defend the colony, while others build vast underground tunnel networks. And here's the astonishing part. There is no king giving orders. No one is controlling the entire system. Yet everything works perfectly. That's why many scientists don't see an ant colony as just a collection of insects. They see it as a superorganism. Just as your body is made of trillions of cells working together, an ant colony is made of millions of ants behaving like a single living organism. But after all this effort, what does nature gain? The answer is hidden beneath your feet. Every tunnel an ant digs allows air to reach deep into the soil. Rainwater flows farther underground. Seeds are carried and planted in new places. Nutrients are recycled back into the ecosystem. In other words, every forest doesn't survive only because of sunlight and rain. It also survives because of countless invisible workers, tirelessly working day and night beneath the ground. Workers we rarely even notice. And maybe that's the strangest truth of all. When humans look at a forest, we see trees. But when nature looks at that same forest, it sees connections. So perhaps the real question isn't, how many ants live on Earth? The real question is, have we misunderstood what success really looks like? Because in nature, the most important things are not always the biggest. Sometimes the tiny creatures we dismiss as insignificant are quietly holding the entire world together, and we crush them without ever realizing the incredible role they play.